Salutations!
Shammy, we gotta stop this radio show. We can't have people freaking out about aliens. My life's already inconvenient enough. You think looking this good just happens by itself?
Why do you think I'm on the show if not to save your figurative bacon? Please, relax.
There's gotta be something I can do about the UFO crazies who are gonna call the station. You know, something explosive.
All you need to do is disrupt them. These people always use public phones. But the DJ will announce their location at the beginning of each call. They should be easy to find.
Then I get to make with the Annihilation. Got it.
Violence is not the only path, my son. You need only disrupt them. Their deaths are not necessary.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Listen, you do your thing and I'll do mine, capiche? Alright, time to listen in, find the crazies, and take them down.
Make sure to get the calls off the air before they betray any conclusive evidence. It will not be hard for me to discredit them once they have disappeared.
Welcome back. You've tuned into our newest program, Alien Overlords, Myth or Reality. We want to hear from you, our listeners. But first, let me introduce a man of some note, Mr. Guru Shamalama, leader of the relatively recent Ark-Voodle phenomenon. Tell us, Mr. Guru, why should we worship this Ark-Voodle?
Because Ark-Voodle is Lord of the Sacred Crotch.
Please go on.
He who accepts Ark-Voodle as his personal lord and sexual savior can achieve unprecedented sexual prowess and prosperity in all matters of the groin.
Fascinating. And time for our first caller, Jeff from Soho Bridge. Hello, Jeff. What's the buzz?
I was abducted by aliens. They took me up into their space raft.
You mean spacecraft?
No, it was a big flowing raft made out of STS raffia. I was asleep, but the aliens woke me up and told me I'd be chosen for my outstanding physical condition. I was like, blimey, they're after me on board. And they dragged me off to their secret space lab and conduct experiments on this emaciated vile frame.
And where was this secret lair?
It was on a moon, in the rings of Saturn. It took us a long time to get there, but they fed me so many martinis I hardly cared. Then they took me into a room lined with different probes of every shape and size, all sparkling clean. They seem to be very hygiene conscious, really, and quite considerate too.
It certainly sounds that way. And what did the aliens look like?
Space invaders!
There was...
Hello? Hello? Jeff seems to have been cut off. That's odd.
I believe I've heard of this Jeff before. He caused some trouble for Ark-Voodle some weeks back when he escaped from a local mental institution. Perhaps the wardens managed to pry him away from the rec room phone.
Fascinating. Astounding. Stay tuned for more Alien Overlords, fact or fiction. Our next caller is Robert from Parliament House. Tell me, Robert. You're not a loony, are you?
No, I'm a public servant, actually.
Much of a muchness these days, eh? But what's your reason for calling? Astral projection? Visitation?
I guess you could call it a visitation. 10 years ago, when I was pruning my roses, lovely as they are in springtime, there's really nothing.
Bring up the intruders and see about calling in the big gun.
Yes, go on.
All right. Well, I looked up from my roses and what's there but a little green man in a spacesuit staring at me with googly eyes, waving his hands about like a crazy man. It was right before the misreported assassination of President Huffman. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but the green man just stood there, waving his arms and dancing from foot to foot like some kind of leprechaun.
Absolutely fascinating. Did you speak to this green man?
It took me a moment to get over the shock, but as soon as I could, I asked him if he wanted to come inside for crumpets and tea. I thought at first he hadn't understood because he kept dancing, and I wondered if maybe it was some kind of mating ritual, and I became distinctly uncomfortable. But then he spoke with grating voice words which I remember to this very day. Where the hell's the bodily waste recyclotron around here?
Charming. And what? Hello? Hello? Cut off again. I can't believe this.
You do seem to be having terrible luck with callers. Then again, I bet his sample was nothing more than dog poo frozen in a baggie.
You may be right. We'll let anyone on the radio these days. Our next caller is Cynthia from Hyde Park. Welcome to the show, Cynthia. And for God's sake, please be sane.
Oh, I'm quite sane. Although I have in fact encountered aliens.
Oh, yes? And tell us, Cynthia, what makes you different?
The fact that I have a barrel of alien spores sitting in front of me in the middle of Hyde Park, and I'm inviting everyone to come to a life-changing experience.
Cynthia? Cynthia! Oh, I'm getting thoroughly... we'll leave you with some lovely ambient jazz while we head on down to the park and check out the veracity of her claims. Stay tuned.
Imbecile.
Treats and invaded.
And we're back. On behalf of the management of this station, I would like to apologize for the uncooperative attitude of many of our participants today. And I regret to inform you that this will be the last show on UFO sightings that we will be airing. Tune in next week for public servants, verbally proficient or mentally deficient. Until then, bye-bye.
Right, Poodle.
Seems to me we need some new Slade devotees. Any ideas?
We could paper the streets with promotional flyers. The only problem is that the local art scene is kind of dull. We need something truly groovy.
Yeah, I can see how that's a problem here.
I know, the Freak. He could do it.
The Freak? What are you getting me into here?
I need you to go to Bay City and find the Freak. His groovy art skills are just what we are needing.
All right, Bay City, coming up. Where do I find him?
He usually hangs out in Hushbury, across from Golden Gate Park. Voodoo speed, son of Voodoo.
off, dirtbag.
Move your ass, fatty!
Go away, man. You don't know my pain.
Shamalama tells me you got some groovy art skills. Want a gig?
No way, man. I'm bummed. I'm no good for anybody right now.
Okay, I'll bite. What's wrong? And what do I gotta do to get my posters?
You wouldn't want them anyway, man. Everybody hates my work.
Is this a private pity party, or can anyone join?
You don't understand me, man. No one does. I'm tortured.
Right. Your situation is utterly unique in human history. Look, aren't your paintings all over Hashberry? If people hated them, they'd paint over them or pee on them or something.
Ha! You want to know what people think of my art? Fine, I'll show you. Look at that! I spent days on those posters and no one's even reading them! I can't feel my feet! Look how far down here! It doesn't matter what you Hey, yeah! They're really getting into this! Damn, we gotta move on! Have you seen this mural? You dig it? I totally painted that, man! Well, except the urine stain. Just ignore that.
There's a party in my pants, and you invite me.
People seem to really connect with my art, you know? I'm totally getting into the art scene, man. Pretty soon everybody's gonna know my name. Whatever, man. There are other forms of expression.
Get off the dancer! Purple haze, up in my brain. Far out, man. I'm freaking out.
Far out. Everybody's grooving. Must be my art. All right, groovy. Start a love train and follow me. Whatever, man. There are other forms of expression. I'm beginning to wish I'd painted more than one picture. Where's the variety? All right, groovy. Start a love train and follow me, man. People should love my work. I'm a golden guy. Love the...
See? Lots of people love your art. You're living the dream, baby. It's freaking inspiring.
Oh, man. Who knew people could get so into art? This is incredible. I've never felt so legitimate, so loved, so totally accepted.
Moment's over. Move on. Now knock off the self-pity and paint me a damn poster.
That's a tall order at the moment, man. It's tough for me to put my hands on art supplies.
Oh yeah? Why am I not surprised?
Nudie mags, confiscation, you know. But the voodoo will come through for me, right? You can find this stuff for me. Show them they can't repress art, man. What do you say?
Yippee.
Okay, nobody take the yellow ones. They are seriously bad news.
What was that? Somebody get on the horn to fire here and see if they're missing a blimp.